All right, folks, here we go again. Another short little video. This one is on the new Microtech MSI Mini. I just got this from NC Blade. Awesome people over there. Great little knife. I've always liked the big MSI, the full size. It's just kind of like a pocket sword, you know what I mean? Like, it's a really big blade to just kind of pull out and use in public. It's just like this big. This one's great. It's a really good size. I really enjoy it. I've only had it for a day or so obviously I can't say that it's a great user or anything because I haven't really used it much. But so far, the looks of it is great. It's got this nice frag pattern. It's got beautiful blade. Stone-washed finish. Really sharp. They do a good job with their factory edges at Microtech. I'll give them that. Aluminum handles. M390K from Bowler. I don't really know what the K means, but it is what it is. It's a nice knife. Like I said, I really enjoy it. It's a good size now. It's a little too small for me to get a forefinger like this. My pinky kind of hangs off a little bit, but you do have this little area right here. You can get a good grip on it. So even though it's the Mini, I'd almost consider it a full-size knife. It's comfortable in hand, even this way. It's got the good jimping right there. Your thumb falls in a good spot. They've done well. The scales are aluminum. I don't know if I already said that, but it's priced reasonably too, to be honest. One of my other videos, I kind of gave them a little grief about having aluminum and M390 in the 300 range. I think this was about $250 from NC Blade. So very fair. I'm not mad at that at all. Very snappy, great action. They replaced the big cutout on the full size with an oversized thumb stud, and I'm not mad at that at all. Makes it very snappy. Either way, I've done this a million times already, and now that it's on film, the blade keeps kicking back out. But very smooth, feels secure, zero blade play. The ram lock is a great lock. I like it. Not a huge fan of like access locks because especially, see, there's really no detent. You have a nice closing, I don't even know what to call that. A nice close, but there's nothing preventing you from just flinging the blade out. That can be pretty cool. Like, I do that with my Mini Adamas sometimes, but I am a fan of a frame lock, nice solid detent. That's what I really enjoy. Came with a cool little sticker. Comes with the book that all their stuff comes with. I don't know what this is actually. Apparently there's a new culinary show featuring Tony. Get out of here. But yeah, Microtech makes a good knife. I'll give them that. I think it's ridiculous when they come out with a select or a custom. I saw some customs priced in the $2,400 range the other day of these. I think it was actually the new SOCOM ram lock, and that's absolutely absurd. $2,400. The thing is, if it was a fully handmade blade, I still think $2,400 would be a little expensive, but it's not. It's like basically a production blade, and I guarantee you the guy puts the edge on it, maybe. It's not like they're, you know, forging the scales and forging the blade and all that stuff. It's basically a production knife with titanium scales that have been milled. So again, it's not like they cut them out themselves. It's It's not like he forged the blade and hand ground it. It says hand ground, but like I said, I guarantee you it's 90% machine, and then they go in and just kind of do a little bit of that and then tack on an extra $2,000. I could be wrong. And Microtech is a big brand and it has a lot of fans, so I might get some hate for that. But like a fully custom Pena, an Enrique Pena out of Texas, he does all of that work by hand himself. And those are still less than $1,000. Like, I'm looking at buying one actually. It's a beautiful blade, and it's $850 for a full custom. So I think Microtech gets a little wild with their pricing sometimes. But when you have that big of a fan base and you have people willing to pay that, I mean, I guess get your money where you can, you know. This was $250, and I think that's very reasonable. I'm not upset with this at all. I probably won't keep this, to be honest, just because it fits in the pocket real well. There's nothing wrong with it. It's got a good grip. I just don't see myself carrying this very, very much. The clip is not that comfortable. I know I'm not the person to be like, oh, the clip is terrible, because a lot of their clips are like this. And I don't feel like I've had this problem before, but that little point, maybe I just got fat freaking hands. I don't know what it is, but you can feel that clip 100%. Like, if I were to use this and break down a lot of cardboard, this little lip would definitely give me a blister here. That is honestly the only complaint I have. It's a little, well, the retention isn't bad, a little side-to-side action, but that's such a minor complaint. There could be so much more wrong with this, and there isn't. Like I said, I really don't have many complaints about this. I think it's a good value. I think they've sold out on most websites that I've seen, so people were definitely looking forward to these. I was looking forward to this. I might check out the new SOCOM when it comes out, the new Ramlock one. But the difference between this and the full size, besides the length, the blade stock is a lot thinner, which is great. It's a great slicer, but the SOCOM, the original MSI, the original Stitch, you had a nice chunky blade stock. Like, it was substantial. It was a substantial blade. And I get that this is all sized down. It's not a thin blade by any means. I think it's, you know, proportionate to everything. But I think the SOCOM blade is much thinner. And the thing about the SOCOM that I always liked is it's such a workhorse. And the only reason I never kept one is because it was always tip down carry, and that's just a non-starter for me. And don't come at me with the, oh, but it's quicker actually to deploy it that way. Shut up. I don't care. It feels stupid. I don't like it. That's my opinion. But the new ones have the tip up carry, which, you know what, I'll check it out. I think I saw them drop the other day and they were a little more expensive. I think they were like $321, but it's a bigger knife. This blade right here is like 3.13 or something like that. I don't have a fancy freaking tape measure or anything like that. It's my third video. Bear with me. But the SOCOM, I think even the new Ramlock, I think it's like a 3.7 inch blade or something like that. It might be worth checking out. I like this type of back. They have a nice back spacer. The SOCOM kind of comes to that little tapered point, which I'm normally not a fan of. But again, like, I'll buy it. I'll buy it for $320, mess with it for a day or two, maybe make a video, and then I'll sell it for, you know, $300 or $295 or something. If I pay $25 to get my hands on something that I wanted to check out, I think that's worth it. I think that's fair. I don't know. Overall, I would recommend this. It's not a bad knife by any means, like I said. Just not something that I would probably have in my daily rotation. But that's personal preference. You know what I mean? I think there's a lot of people who would be very happy with this. Action, like I said, is very snappy. It's definitely a fun fidgeter. You can do one of those if that floats your boat. But the lack of detent is really the thing that gets me. But if you're still here, tell me what you think. Tell me if this is something you would carry. Tell me what your favorite blades are. Tell me I can go screw myself because Microtech is the best thing that's ever happened to the knife world. Tell me whatever. Like I said, I'm just starting out here, just trying to have some fun. Hopefully y'all are having some fun with me. All right? Appreciate y'all. Have a good one.